I have three books that I want to share that brings me joy. The first book is a primary book called Wolf in the Snow. This book brings me joy because it tells a big story with almost no words. A young girl and a wolf pup both get lost in a blizzard. The girl finds the pup and braves the harsh weather to return it to its pack, even though she's afraid. Matthew Cordell shows that being kind and brave, even in tough moments, can make a huge difference. The second book is titled Radiant. This is a third through fifth grade book. This book brings me joy because, first of all, it's written in verse and it tells a real story about being brave and standing up for what's right. Cooper Dale, the main character, is dreading fifth grade. She's trying to be radiant, to shine as her mother encourages her. Cooper's family's faith, strength, and a fantastic teacher all help her to navigate through some tough times. This story is about forgiving and choosing to shine even in hard times. Last but not least, Echo. Bravo is all I have to say. This is a middle school book. This book brings me joy because it tells three powerful stories in one. One story is about a boy in Germany escaping danger. Another follows a girl in the United States who's chasing her dream to play music. And the third is about two brothers finding hope during hard times. All their stories are connected by a magical harmonica. This story shows courage, hope, and never giving up. Pam Munoz Ryan connects them all with music, bravery, and a little bit of magic. Thanks for listening.
Hey friends, I can't believe Mrs. Purnell was so mean. She made me choose a book about reading joy. A book? I can't choose one book. Shh, don't tell her. Here's more than one book that has brought me reading joy. When I was really little, these books brought me reading joy. A Bargain for Frances, Bread and Jam for Frances, Bedtime for Frances, all about this badger and her adventures. I liked these books so much, I named one of my daughters Frances. If you're looking for a good picture book, these might bring you reading joy. When I got a little bit older in middle school, the Chronicles of Narnia brought me reading joy. I liked all of them, but this one was my favorite. The Silver Chair, I loved it that they had to go underground to rescue the king. Once I became a teacher, this book has brought me lots of reading joy. Roller Girl by Victoria Jameson. What a great graphic novel. So much interesting stuff about roller derby. It brought me so much joy that I ended up going to a bunch of roller derby. And Al Capone Does My Shirts. That has brought me reading joy. And if you haven't read it yet and you're in middle school, you should read it. It's about two kids who live on Alcatraz, that prison island off of San Francisco. And apparently a lot of other people like it too because it won a Newbery honor. Just one more thing. If a book brings you a lot of reading joy, like this book did once upon a time, it might end up looking a little bit beat up. But that's okay because it brought this reader a lot of reading joy.
Hi Calvin, this is Mrs. Meeks. I am here to tell you about a bunch of books that bring me joy. The first book is Amelia Bedelia. I read this book with my mom when I was a little girl. When I had my own kids, we read our favorite books like Bear Snores On. You can see it's falling apart there. We've read it so often. Snuggle Puppy and Goodnight Moon. As they got a little bit older, we read books like Llama Llama and Skippy John Jones. And as they kept getting older, we started reading things like the Narnia Chronicles and the Bad Guys. Me personally, my favorite author right now is Jason Reynolds. This is one of my favorite books, Long Way Down. And when I'm not reading young adult literature, I read books by Sue Monk Kidd as an example. The Invention of Wings. All these books bring me joy, and I hope you can find joy in reading as well. See you later.
Hey Calvin, I'm excited to share two of my favorite books that just super instrumental in me growing up, learning, becoming a young adult, and now a full-blown adult. This is The Four Agreements, just super insightful, just to help you, learn and just grow and develop. Still kind of circle back to this and just read this. Then also Mindset, the New Psychology of Success, just talking about different topics: parenting, business, school, and relationships. I always find that finding a good book can be life-changing, and once you find one, you're gonna find yourself circling back to it to read different chapters, or even maybe to read it all over again. So these are two that are in my library and constantly on my mind.